So in this section, we've been learning what it means to be a spiritual adolescent. We have learned that in that section of 1 John 2, it says that I write to you, young men, because you are strong, you abide in the word, you've overcome the evil one. We dealt with spiritual warfare, and then part of spiritual warfare is growing through trials, because Satan will love to attack you in your trials, growing in overcoming our past, growing in forgiving others, because Satan definitely wants you to not forgive others and stay in bitterness. Now we shift to that word that he says in 1 John 2, you are strong. Well, to be strong means you got to work out. You got to be disciplined. You got to stay spiritually fit, which is eating, exercising, and all the things that come with that. So in this chapter, what I've done, because we have some athletes in our church, one being Jake Fromm, go Dogs, is that I have made parallels between what it takes to be an extremely gifted athlete and what it means to be spiritually strong and fit. And we see this throughout Scripture. 1 Corinthians chapter 9, he talks about running in the race. Not all runners win, but we should run to win. He talks about boxing. He talks about not beating the air, but disciplining your body. Then Hebrews 12 talks about, put off everything that would hinder you and run the race with endurance, so you don't run with 10-pound weight things on your ankle. So in this chapter, it's going to be fun because we're going to make those parallels between being strong physically and as strong as an athlete and being strong spiritually. Now, here's what I want you to do. You may think of others. Add to some of the examples I've given, because it's by no means exhaustive. But what a great way to take what the Scriptures say, take what we're familiar with in our country, because most of us love to watch sports, and then look at what it means to be a strong, spiritually fit athlete for God in His army, because we are to be warriors in His army. And don't forget, you do this in community, because no athlete is an isolated island unto himself. He's part of a team. In the same way, so are we. And one more thing I'll say, you will get injured. You will have some broken bones. You will have times when you have to take a rest and you have to go to the physical therapist or the doctor. And in the same way, spiritually, listen, God's so patient with us. We're going to fall. We're going to slip. We're going to break bones. We're going to make mistakes. But through it all, we're going to come back into the game. We're going to do those things that are needed to get healed so that we continue to run for the glory of God.